tie atop the North. And the Houston Texans looking for what would be their second victory of the season. Singletary a couple of yards deep, has a crease. Singletary in his first year with this franchise to little fake on the pitch and the pass over. Former third-round pick of Pittsburgh starting against his former team at left guard. Here's the pitch to Pierce. Bounces to the outside.
Run over 10 yards. I'd say that's a good start.
Back to Pierce.
Is how they deal with those two edge players.
On 2nd and 8. Stroud's going to tuck it away. He's going to run for it. First down and more. But Jared Patterson has performed well over the first 3+ weeks of the season. Fresh set of downs to go back to the well here in Pierce.
That gives you a lot of reasons to be positive and optimistic.
Here's Pierce, catch and run. Pierce breaking free. He's got his team taking on tacklers in.
Leading the way, and what an impressive drive to start the game.
Devin Singletary give 2nd and 9. There's a little move to the outside. It's Dell.
Pittsburgh can come with.
Devin Singletary lined up at the bottom of your picture on 3rd and 3. Stroud's going to tuck it away. Stroud breaking a tackle. Stroud to the end zone for the touchdown. Every score is subject to automatic review. They are confirming. You see the left, and the call has been overturned. They say that he was down just about an inch short of the goal line. You see the left. Man in motion is Woods.
Back. Can the offense regroup and try to get it in?
Fake handoff from Stroud underneath. Pierce, he's in. Touchdown.
Ineligible player downfield, offense number 69.
Pierce was able to catch that ball. So here he is right here before the ball is caught, and that is a good call.
May. It's a couple of big penalties on him. 1st and goal just outside the 10, and that game-winning scoop and score he had a couple of weeks ago against Cleveland. Play action. Stroud's going to put some air under it. Near side end zone. It's incomplete. There's a
pass interference. Defense number 39.
So they're calling this one tight. A lot of flags already. Pierce gonna.
He had a great first drive, but just so many mistakes inside.
Stroud, little sidearm delivery to the end zone. It's 5th in the AFC in rec yards, and he builds on his numbers. Good. But finally, they're able to get it into the end zone. Nico Collins with his 2nd touchdown catch of the early season. Desmond King, 2nd straight week returning kicks. Gunnar Olszewski still unavailable as
2 key plays late in games.
They begin just inside their own 20-yard line and he is put to the test here on the road in week 4. On 2nd and 7, Pickett.
It was excellent on 3rd down.
3rd and 7, Pickett. Pocket starts to collapse. Still looking, tucks it away. Pickett, first down, Pittsburgh.
To throw to and going out and making a play on 3rd and long.
Fresh set of downs. They go back to Harris. Tabs on that game. They will face the Ravens next week. Steelers.
For the sneak here for Pickett.
3rd and 1, Pickett.
Shots.
Steelers offense still playing without Deontay Johnson as Pickett is hammered. What a season he had last year. 9 sacks, most in almost 10 years. Pickett's going to take a chance. Deep up the seam, and it is picked. Intercepted by Nelson. The former Steeler looking for some daylight. Back inside Steelers territory. Play for the Texans.
Holding, offense number 76. Penalty decline, result of play, first down.
Time Steeler, 2 years in the Steel City, was a full-time starter back in 19 and 20 as he snatches it out of the one. Back-to-back games have to go to the end of the 2021 season. It has been a long time coming. Pitch play here, Pierce.
And he's able to pick off that ball. A lot of times on that coverage, you'll see the corner stay low, and they end up.
And C.J. Stroud and this Houston offense be as they try to cash in on the takeaway. They have T.J. Watt covered well, buying Stroud some time. Everyone, however, is
7 seconds or less.
Pretty impressive. There's a little end-around sequence. Tank Dell taking on some tackle.
For where Watt is lined up, because he has a knack for making that batted down pass.
Quick trigger release.
Decisive. cutting it loose and pulling the trigger.
Stroud fakes the handoff here, fires over the middle, low throw.
You can't make a mistake, because if it's close, more times than not, Pittsburgh comes down with the ball.
Second
With a lot of moving parts up front and some young wide receivers.
big 3rd down and 6. Here they come. Little contact on the release. Fires to the end zone. As he will try this one from 36. Good snap by John Weeks. Till this point, the fan base has been clamoring to see him. And Broderick Jones thrust into some early duty here in his right knee for Dan Moore, and his return is questionable. So they pick up 3 on the catch by Pickens, and then Harrod. See those negative plays already starting to bite the Steelers. 3rd and 10. Pickett, here they come again. Pickett somehow able to get it out. He gets it to Jalen Warren, but only to Jonathan Grenard was there for Houston. And that takes us to the end of one here in Houston. Right now, it's all Texans. You're watching the NFL on C. Offense, that ties them now at Cincinnati for the most in the league. As this highly scrutinized offense tries to get something going. That was Brad Wing on.
And what McDaniel did with Tua over in Miami, they have a certain way and a certain system, and it seems to be pretty effective. Ups and downs, but based on last week and early in this game, it seems to be pretty good.
On 2nd and 7, Stroud up the seam. Beautiful pass. That's his tight end.
Rotation inside. Just that quick little stutter step, and then you got a beautiful, accurate pass.
Here's Pierce.
Successful runs have come from this season, including that last play.
Fresh set of downs, 5th rushing. On 2nd and 5, they go play action, bootleg. Stroud low plays last week in their win in Vegas. This has been their money down. 3rd and 5. Stroud again gets it out quickly, but Fairbairn's been perfect. Hit from 36. His PAT was perfect, and this one from 38 yards out. In Houston, J.J. Watt will be inducted into the Texans Ring of Honor at halftime. Ty Watt family checking him and TJ out here today in Houston. This is Desmond King. Just about
isolate him, let him go to work on some one-on-one matchups, but you've got to generate some intermediate passes.
Boy, again, the pressure right up.
Tomlin or Kenny Pickett, 2nd and 16 inside your 15-yard line.
So they actually lose 6. And this
Try and get open here.
Pickett needs a play. Slings it, deflected high in the air, dangerous.
Griffin, he almost ran this route as if he knew exactly what was coming. Between Pickett and Griffin, just an excellent job on 3rd down.
Griffin thrust into a starting role again with the absence of Derek Stingley, who's on IR. He will begin at their own 33-yard line as they try to build on a 13-0 lead. Little low pass up this digit yards. No contest till this point. Fresh set of downs. Here's Singletary, dangerous as a pass catcher. Singletary inside the 4.
To adjust or change the game plan, because everything right now is working.
This is Singletary,
who can immediately impact and take the ball away. Right now, they have not been a factor.
On 2nd and 8, Stroud again gets it out quickly. This is Schultz, his 2nd catch. What a slow dial up here on 3rd and 1. Quarterback keeper, Stroud lunging under center. I formation with Pierce. Fake the handoff. Stroud's pass is low, and they don't get it. Yards of offense till this point at the 7-minute mark of the 2nd quarter.
He feels the pressure coming off his right side. He's throwing that ball as he's going backwards, and he can't put enough on it to pick up.
Dan Moore leaving this game with a knee injury. Try to keep you updated on his status. Meantime, this is Pickett trying to buy himself some time.
It's open, and there's not a lot of windows for Pickett to throw to.
Paltry numbers from Pickett. Quick pass here. This is Warren out of the backfield.
So far in this game.
Texans catch a huge break. 3rd and 8. Pickett goes to the check. Warren making guys miss. He's going to be
game, and her big plan if they can stop the opposing penetration in short yardage.
Brad Wing has been a busy man. This one is going to take a bounce in. C.J. Stroud and company will begin at their 20-yard line. You see,
starts off the run game and the run action. Today they're starting to get it going a little bit.
Pitch play here to Pierce.
Down of the day. The Baltimore Ravens lead 14-3.
Back to Spiro.
Another quick strike. This is
Pass.
first catch of the day for Mechie. Here's Pierce looking.
They haven't been able to get any against this offense.
On second down, look at Pierce going to 4 games with the ankle injury. 3rd and 5. Stroud, quick delivery, looking for. Last week summoned in that 3rd quarter when Levi Wallace left the game just briefly. But a big play there for the Steelers defense. Zentner's punt. Steelers, they've got all 3 timeouts. A tough starting field.
Last 3 drives. And so you've got to get something going here against the Texans.
Pickett's. Pickett gonna throw. Comebacker deflected. Was it caught?
To get to the football. Watch right at the end.
Got him right around the shoulder pad.
I mean, it's close.
Pass interference. Defense.
It's 1st and 10 as they work from their 35. Steelers again have all 3 timeouts. Quick pass here. Offensive statistical category. Can they get on the board here before the intermission? On second down, here they come again.
It's almost been the entire first half, and they haven't been able to make a play.
Well, some movement pre-snap. Pickett running for his life. Fires.
Got a little bit of extra.
Offside. Defense number 96.
Pickett on 3rd and 4. Slings it near side. It's caught. That's Vinovich.
Pass interference. Offense number 88.
Attacked by both players, so they've been really enjoyed some good pressure today against Pickett.
Pickett, here they come again. Somehow escapes over the middle. This is Freiermuth. He's going to be well short.
Every week.
And they certainly were aided by a little bit of a controversial penalty that they just called. Wiped away that Pickens first down catch. Punt here by Wing, fielded by the speedster Dell.
It's that probably I could even catch.
It's a big statement. How do they navigate here with no timeouts? He fires, completes. Collins making a miss. Collins off to the races. Inside the Steelers 40. They pick up 42 on a quick strike from Stroud.
I know Mike Tomlin, he can't be happy about this. Out of this Pittsburgh defense. When they can't make a play to give them that emotional burst, right now, they just don't look like they're in position to make a play. Excellent job by Collins.
Such a good guy. First team All-Pro 3 of the last 4 years. But he just missed. Another quick release. This is Collins. Collins breaking tackles down to the 20-yard line. They've got no timeouts. They've got to scurry quickly to the line of scrimmage after a pickup of 15.
If you snap it before, nope, now you just got to let it go to 3 seconds and kick the field goal.
And boy, the Houston Texans cash in again. Third defense 16-0 as we reach halftime. Our halftime coverage is next after these first half highlights from Verizon and a word from your local station.
His line's got to block, and his receivers also have to get open.
Sometimes it's simple.
As he can get going.
Harris taking on a hit, breaking a couple of tackles. Look at Harris getting it.
That's where it starts for Pittsburgh.
Here's Harris.
After their win at Jacksonville, well, what did they do? They flew him home on a private plane. Coach gave him the game ball. He said, "This is not for you. This is for your daughter."
And they just can't find any passing lanes.
Another good blitz pickup by Jalen Warren. Pickett. Crazy. First time they've been inside Houston territory so far.
That formation, you should know what's coming.
Here's a run play. Warren finds his seam.
Plays and get this defense off balance.
Gets him a fresh set of down.
There's that stack. Look out for zone read.
Here's Harris, a little hesitant.
So most likely some form of zone.
They'll keep it on the ground, and Warren is buried. Everyone always knew how talented Grenard was. Could he stay healthy? As Boswell finally able to
games here, so it's full circle.
Yeah, we had a chance to hang with TJ last night, talking about the memories.
To do something
Yeah,
here.
I would imagine that's the case.
On 2nd and 6, Stroud delivers over
The ball a little bit, but they've had some chips, they've had some helps on the edge, and then when he is one-on-one, CJ's done a good job keeping his composure, getting the ball out quick, except for here. Oh, come on, big guy. I mean, frustrated. But when you get one like this, he goes outside, beats the chipper, goes underneath the tackle, and he gets some pressure. Now he's going to get his juices flowing. I can tell on it a little bit.
And so, I know you've watched your brother quite a bit, but you know, this defense feeds on.
Penalty on C.J. Stroud on that play. So really, a few moments where this Pittsburgh defense has been able to fight through, and now they're going to have good starting field position for Pittsburgh. Begins at the Houston 46 as they play in a 13-point hole. Here comes the push. Pickett throwing from in the grass, completes it far side. This is Freiermuth.
That, man, you want that sack.
Back to the ground game here with Harris.
We'll have the Texans sitting where they are right now, and he's doing it.
Got a chance for a second straight win. Here they come again, 3rd and 3. Kenny Pickett running for his life, throws across his body, completes. What a delivery to Harris. Harris trying to gain some extra yardage. He's going to get inside the 10.
Yeah, a little inside zone or
Pickett looking on 1st and goal, throws towards the end zone. It is incomplete. We're in the booth, Houston, Pittsburgh. Steelers trying to bang one in, looking for their first touchdown. This is Harris. 3rd and goal. Pickett looking, fires towards the end zone. And good operation, and Chris Boswell is
combination of Watt and Highsmith to have 0 sacks and that few pressure. That is a tremendous job up front.
Stroud, quick delivery. Now Bobby Slowick wants to pick up the tempo here with this offense. They go back to the ground game with Pierce.
They haven't made him going to his 2nd and his 3rd calls. They're able to stay on schedule, and that's
make things work. What does he dial up here on 3rd and 9? Here they come around the edge. Stroud hit on the release.
Them to punt now twice here to start the 2nd half.
Ty Zentner continuing to punt for Cameron John. Drive 99 yards. Can that continue here? Harris has some daylight. Harris breaking free. So no Freiermuth. We mentioned his impact on this offense.
In the 2nd half in that game against the Raiders, they did start to get the run game going, and doing it again here.
Fake handoff to Warren, little sidearm delivery. This is Darnell Washington, the rookie. Snaps primarily as a run blocker, as Arch just alluded to. That was his first NFL catch. Football is loose. Last 2 had that bruised lung. He took a Lamar Jackson knee to the chest. Overnight stay in a Baltimore hospital after that game, week 1. Pickett throwing on the run again. Tight window haps of Boswell. But they need something here. Pickett looking. Fires, completes. Pickens on the catch. Boy, he's right there.
Then he hesitates. Watch right here. Go, just go. But he cuts back. If he just accelerates, he...
Pickett feels the pressure. Pickett sacked. Jonathan Grenard. Bell in some critical moments where the Steelers have had a chance. So turnover on downs. They get it back to Pierce.
Holding. Offense number 50.
So inside of a minute left in the quarter. 1st and 17 after the penalty. 2nd and 11. Man in motion is Beck. Play action. Stroud protected. Throws on the run. Completes. And that will take us to the end of the 3rd. 16-6. Texans in front of T.J. Watt and the Steelers. We'll be back after this message and a word from your local station. You're watching the NFL. Week 4 matchup. Couple of teams looking for consecutive wins. Steelers.
That same message.
Yeah, man, they needed a big draft. As Pittsburgh, boy, what a push.
Years. And so to keep up that energy and remind everybody on the team, hey, we're here to have fun. It's an important aspect.
Stroud again feeling the pressure. Boy, somehow gets it.
When he throws him the ball.
Back to the ground game here. This is Singletary.
Really a full season for Kenny Pickett.
On 2nd and 4. Keep it on the ground. It's a pretty good running back room. All those years of experience as a starter up in Buffalo. Here he is again looking for some daylight.
Slowick, Stroud, Collins. They've gone out there and made plays on this drive. Watch
10 play. Singletary's going to throw it to the end zone. It's caught. Touchdown.
Singletary tries to sell this, the little acting job. He's going to duck as if, hey, guys, don't look at me. And then everybody
finding Dalton Schultz. And the Houston Texans have once again restored order. And with Kenny Pickett's day done, we're about to see Mitch Trubisky for this Pittsburgh offense. Desmond King, starter, pulled in week 4 before Kenny Pickett took the reins. That next week, week 5.
got to go out there and compete, try to make plays and get back in this game.
Trubisky slinging it. That pass boy nearly picked. Trubisky on 3rd down, low pass.
You know, tough catches, but normally go his way that he hasn't been able to bring down in this game.
Told you about Brad Wing stepping in for the 2nd straight win after their big one last Sunday in Jacksonville. Pitch play here to Pierce.
And playing some really good football.
There's Pierce. Oh, you don't want to arm tackle.
Keanu Neal. Again, excellent perimeter blocking by these wide receivers for the...
At that key left tackle position. So 1st and 15 after the penalty. Pierce today. Buffalo up big over Miami. Looks like that Dolphins freight train finally starting to slow down. How about that beautiful pass?
And Deculus, really to me, is a tremendous story by the Texans offensive line.
Houston was
give up a sack. Okay, now you're playing the Steelers, a different animal. And so far, no sacks yet today.
Boy, what a maneuver. Singletary. Highsmith was coming over as an unrestricted free agent in the offseason, but this time he's going to...
Titus Howard is supposed to be the starting right tackle.
Little hesitation maneuver. That is Boone. Football is loose. Mike Boone, a kid who had a terrific camp, beat out Dari. 1st and 10. Stroud on the pitch. Pierce leveled. As we move now inside of the 4-minute mark. And a 17-point Houston lead.
Their back end, you know, creep up in this game. Their front has been able to mask some of that.
There's a pass. Beautiful ball. Collins, and he's going to waltz in. Touchdown.
Location, and he just goes to work on Patrick Peterson. Beats him at the top. Look at where this ball is. Just beautiful. Leads him perfectly in stride away from Peterson.
And look at this pass. Perfect touch.
Oh.
Perfectly executed. Such a confident kid. And boy, he's going to feel good about what they were able to accomplish today. This is Jaylen Warren. Football came loose. What's the call here? That's
man.
Will Anderson on the recovery. Anderson is into the end zone. Christian Harris, just a tremendous play from the back. Right knee down. First look, it appeared to be down right before that ball came loose. Yeah, Trubisky in this offense. We'll get back to work from the 30. Warren trying to put it behind him quickly.
And today, for the first time this season, the defense really not a factor. I guess you can say in the first game, they were out of it so early.
Reported earlier. Who knows what these next couple of weeks are going to look like for the Steelers. It's going to be a long plane ride home back to Pittsburgh for the Steelers. Mitch Trubisky working from the gun, 3rd and 4. Able to get it out just in the nick of time. This is Warren, 1st down.
Here against, you know, a Houston team that, look, they have a lot of young players. They're trying to find themselves.
South. What a performance. What a day here in Houston. 30-6, your final score. For Adam Archuleta, Amanda Renner, Gene Sterator, our producer Jason Ross, our director Mark Grant, rest of our CBS crew, Spiro Zetas saying so long from Houston.